My name is Richard Vandiver Bowers Jr., and I'm a cat nanny.
Shout out to my mom's friend Edith. Your house is the shit. And I love your cats. They're so cuddly.
Meow.
Sometimes they get a little aggressive. Ow! Tabby! But that's cool. Honestly, I'd be that way too if I missed you. You've been gone for so long. Like, do you live in Australia now? They don't know if you're ever coming back, and sometimes I wonder the same thing. Are you ever returning to us? Are we gonna have to start our own family, Edith? Honestly, I wouldn't mind incorporating these two sweet, fluffy cats into my life for good. I have no girlfriend and no job at the moment, so a couple of cats are a welcome liability. And they're not that hard to maintain. I mean, Tabby has arthritis, and that's a pain, but Grace is full of health and has a really nice mane. Fancy Feast you can buy in bulk these days, and they eat a 2-to-1 ratio of dry to wet food, so that stretches each can out twice as long. Realistically, I could expect to buy Fancy Feast only once every blue moon, as long as I keep my dry cat food stores at a surplus, which I think they have the best deals at Tractor Plus. Edith's friend Kathy said they sell cat food in bulk at Ace Hardware too. Maybe that's what I'll do. So if you're listening to this and wondering what to get me for MLK Day next year, I'll take an Ace Hardware gift certificate.
Okay.
And if I don't end up with the cats, I'll just turn around and flip it. There's a website where you can trade in any gift card for 80%, so even if you got me a $20 gift card, I could still buy an 18-pack of toilet paper at Walmart with the proceeds from it, and that'll last me at least 36 shits. Unless my meals that month were extra fibrous, then each dump will consume more like 2/3 of a roll. And on days when I eat asparagus, go ahead and knock that up to what am I fucking stupid? So yeah, as I was saying, when I eat asparagus, I'm gonna use more toilet paper. So it's kind of Mom's fault. Yeah, Mom. Thanks for forgetting to pull off the stalk off the asparagus again. Yeah, my intestines can't process that shit. Well, there I go babbling off again. What was the point of this song? Oh yeah, to start a cat family. I'm still in love with the idea of me being like, like the matriarch of a familia de gatos. I wouldn't be able to copulate with the species, but that would be incest anyway. So even if they were human, that would be in bad taste. I'd rather meet a woman in Texas, more specifically Austin.
Okay.
See, that there is my place. Something about all the excitement. It's just bringing in droves of attractive faces, and due to the high ratio of hot women to men, I'm attracting women way above my pay grade. Like, when I was dating in Athens, Georgia, I'd pull a 7 on a lucky day. Now I'm pulling 8s, and I'm homeless on the streets. Like, women will pull up to me in their Land Rovers and ask me what my name is. I politely ask if they read my cardboard sign that I'm holding directly in front of their face. Turns out they're illiterate. Then I feel ashamed to assume they could read. That's fucked up. I didn't mean to profile them because they were blonde and driving an $80,000 SUV. They were more open-minded and wanted to date me even though I was homeless. Now I feel stupid.
Oh.
But they assure me that I'm not. They see on top of my shelter box a copy of War and Peace, and they know there's something special about me. See, I don't read just to read. I read so my soul can feast. I read my ex-girlfriend poetry every night till she would sleep, and now I feel qualified to go out and teach literature to young children across the world. That's why I became a missionary, and now I'm earning a passive income from selling online seminars about how to teach third world country children. See, the key is to always talk about food. Food. That gets their attention. Anyways, I want to get back to talking about adopting cats.
Okay.
It turns out it's a rather easy process. You just have to get verbal consent from their former owner. Wait. What's the other step? Okay, so step A, verbal consent from their formal owner, their former formal owner.
Check.
What is the... Tabby! Get off me! Yeah, okay, so the deal is, when you're adopting cats, the hardest part about it is just transferring their file to the vet. Because you have to call the vet, and then the vet has to call you back, and half the time, you're going to play phone tag for about 3 years. Once you finally get them, you realize you don't even need a vet. Okay, I believe more in home remedies than herbal backyard medicine. Why do you think sick dogs are always eating grass? The same applies to cats, silly ass. If only people realized how simple life was, they wouldn't always be so stressed. I filled up my gas tank the other day and noticed the man next to me was undressed. I asked him what his life philosophy was, and he said he was a practicing stoic using the power of Marcus Aurelius. He took off all his clothes and didn't give a shit. So I converted immediately and became religious. Even though Stoicism is more philosophy than religion, I made it a religion because within those confines is how I function best. So if you'd like to join me, you can subscribe to my new religious podcast. It's called Getting Rich on Caring Less: How I Made $1 Million That Were All in My Head. And it doesn't take a lot of dollars to raise a family of cats. That's one thing I've learned. Heck, I could probably do it with 5 cents if I moved to Tijuana. But then I'd have to teach them another language, and they're already octogenarians in cat years. Which brings me to my final point. Do not adopt cats in their 80s. I can't stress that enough. It's a recipe for emotional distress. They die and you have nothing left, except for your rotting piles of fancy feasts that Ace Hardware refuses to take back. Now your house smells like discounted fish. Congrats.